Wow. Hall of Fame. I've never thought I'd be standing here on this podium saying those words, especially not with my name attached to it. It is so surreal, and I am very appreciative of everybody. But first off, I do want to thank the RAWF Hall of Fame Committee for their ballots, and especially to our fearless leader, Lord Amadeus, for not only taking me in 5 years ago, but for running an amazing company that has been going on for 12 years now, which is coincidentally about the time when I first laced up my boots in Wrestler Unstoppable, too. I wasn't the biggest, I wasn't the baddest, I sure as hell wasn't the most trash talkative player in those early days. I was lost in a very large and loud crowd, so much that many of you didn't even know who I was or that I was even here until about 2020 when, ironically, I dropped the name Chaz Popular and been declared as a hotshot, and I first stepped into the RAWF. When I arrived, I was called a newcomer, an up and comer, pretty much everything green. But what I had since the very beginning was heart and soul, and the will to win and to be one of the best. So maybe a little too much of that hot sauce in my attitude. Over the time, RAWF has become more than a place to compete. It has become a home, a family, and like any family, we've had our fights, our laughs, and some unforgettable moments. It was mentioned that from the beginning, I was a mainstay in the top 25 rankings. That's definitely something to be proud of, don't get me wrong. But it was something even I overlooked. For me, and as you all know, it was about just going for the titles. I'll never forget that rativersary, my first one. It was where I had my first title shot in RAWF. And yes, I fell short, but I took the champ, a good man, to the limit. Of course, I was down on myself for losing, as famously I'm well known for. But that's when I realized I needed to work harder, make some more noise, and find ways to win where it counts to get more of those shots. And so I did. Of course, the title win batting average is still on the low side. But one thing about me, and the thing that captured the attention from everyone, is that age old story about the underdog. The one who got knocked down repeatedly, time and time again, but always picked themselves up to try again and again and again. And hey, sometimes it worked. I could probably say I've held the Hatfield and McCoy Triple Crown national title respectively, and I'm a two-time holder of the After Hours Championship. I have contended for virtually every active title in RAWF sans the World Heavyweight Championship. But as you all know, that is definitely on the to-do list. I've gone to war with some of the best this industry has to offer, and every one of them made me better. My proudest stories I've been a part of here, including those amazing rivalries with Chris Cage, with Maeve O'Hare, Blake Bradley, Mark Caliber, Soul Reaper, and Aaron McFadden. Whether it was a win or loss, I've learned something every time I faced you. Sometimes it was humility. Sometimes it was resilience. And sometimes it was, hey, maybe don't try a shooting star press if you have a chance to get back in this. But the stories we told when we did was instrumental in the epic story of my career. And I want to thank you all for that. I definitely could not have done that all without you. And I am so grateful. Speaking of Mark Caliber, I do thank you, Mark, for also being a fun tag team partner in the RAWF. And staying with this, I'm going to thank all of my tag team partners here too. Mark Caliber, the writer Johnny Blaze, Allie Knight, my fellow inductee Nightcrawler, But it was one partner in particular who actually convinced me to join the RAWF, and that's Big Greg. We tagged in several companies, and we were making a name for ourselves here while I was watching and listening to After Hours from the outside. He kept saying, "You have to come to the RAWF." And I was hesitant because honestly, I was a little intimidated because my take on this company has always been that this is the pinnacle of Wrestler Unstoppable. This is the place where the best in the game wrestle. They showcase their over the top character work and they tell the most compelling stories. It is the best of the best companies around, and I'll die on that hill. I've been a minnow in an unstoppable ocean for several years. So how could I stand out in a company as big as RAWF? And as luck would have it, it was springtime, and I asked for an invite from Lord Amadeus for the Xanther Platinum Memorial, Xanther Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament. Excuse me. And although I've never had the best luck with that tournament, even to this day, I still decided to stay a little and dip my feet into the waters. I read the company concept thoroughly and decided to put in the work. The rest, it's history. And now I stand here. I still can't believe it. As a member of the RAWF Hall of Fame. So, thank you, Big Greg, wherever you are, for believing in me and getting me here in the first place. Okay, I'm a little bit self-centered and I apologize, but I have to thank myself too for pushing and putting in the work to keep going through the good and bad, to show everyone here who I really am and who I can be. And yes, I've been my own worst enemy a lot, but I've also been my best hype man just as much. I also come up with the ideology of HotShot things, which could have been anyone's idea. I felt the need to show off a little creativity so I could stand out, and I'm really glad I did. And I mention this not for my vanity, but to show those who are trying to make some noise and make a name for themselves. All I can say is bet on yourself and keep fighting. You never know who you're inspiring just by being you. And please, don't ever give up. To the ones who have time and time again given me the biggest endorsements, I hear you. I've always heard you. Especially you, Cougar, Mortal Griffith, Paragon of Greatness, Hobo Ezekiel, Extreme Enigma, Blake Bradley, Chris Cage, and even you, L Vacant, A Vacant. I also want to thank you for letting me be a partner with your taco truck business even to this day. It's been a long business and I'm very proud of it. To my fellow Hall of Fame inductees, holy shit, what a crew to be a part of. I'm truly honored to stand beside all of you and to honor the memory of Tanky and Shell Kneebreaker. To Anarchy, we are the true example of family. We have our ups and downs. Some you only see once in a blue moon, and sometimes we can have our heated disagreements. But at the end of the day, it's all about love and support. As a true family is all about. You have encouraged and elevated me to go the distance more than I ever could have done myself. So I am eternally grateful and honored to be part of this family and to share a Hall of Fame nod alongside them. It's still surreal looking at two of these Hall of Fame rings on my finger, let alone the one. To the fans worldwide and to everyone who believed in me, I am eternally grateful for you, your support, and without you, we're not here doing what we love to do. I love you and I'm very grateful for you. You see, you all see this thing I do because you mention it often. I usually go a little over the top about even the smallest victories. I do that intentionally. I do that because I use it as motivation, inspiration, and determination. Because this goes for you as well. It goes especially for you because I'm your biggest fan too, and I want you all to know this. You see, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. Did you wake up today? Of course you did. Celebrate it. Did you tackle that task you've been putting off? Celebrate it. Did you do something kind for somebody who needed something good in their lives? You should more often, and when you do, celebrate it. These small victories, they fuel our journey. But remember, they're just stepping stones on the path to greatness. Never be satisfied with where you are. Yes, acknowledge your progress, but let it ignite a fire within you to keep pushing forward. Life is full of challenges, but with each hurdle you overcome, you become stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the next obstacle that comes your way. So I challenge you, and I can because I'm in the top 25 as usual. So I challenge you, don't just stand there in the glow of your accomplishments today. Use them as motivation to leap even further. Embrace the discomfort, embrace the struggle, because in those moments of challenge that we truly discover who we really are. So keep moving, keep striving, and remember, every great achievement started with a single step. Always go out and make each day count. Celebrate your wins, learn from your losses, and always keep moving forward. And this honor, it means the world to me. It makes me feel like a true champion. I am very much blessed and grateful for everyone here that believes in me. But again, this story ain't over yet, and I'm not yet satisfied. There's still a lot more to accomplish, more stories to tell, and more hotshot things to do. So don't blink, RAWF Universe. The supernova is still burning bright among all the superstars. So I want to thank you, everyone. Once again, you truly inspire me to do hotshot things every day. And I hope that you keep doing the same, as I am always rooting for you as you have done for me. I love you, I appreciate you, and I can't thank you enough for this honor. Sincerely, your friendly neighborhood hotshot.